"You're not good for my company." The words cut deeper than Marcus expected. Fired, not for his work, but because of his secret. The millionaire's polished facade hid more than just wealth. It hid a truth that could shatter everything. What? Happens when power meets prejudice? When silence meets courage? This is the story of the stylist who refused to be erased. If this story pulled you in, comment your city below and hit like to keep the stories going. It was another busy morning in the bustling heart of the city. Marcus, a skilled stylist with dreams bigger than the salon he worked in, prepared his tools carefully, setting each brush and comb with precision. For years, Marcus had built a quiet reputation, not just for his talent, but his kindness and integrity. Every client in his chair left feeling a little more confident, a little more themselves. His life wasn't glamorous, but it was steady. The small apartment he shared with his younger sister was modest but filled with laughter and hope. Marcus dreamed of opening his own salon one day, a place where people of all backgrounds would feel welcome and celebrated. At the high-end salon downtown, Marcus had recently caught the eye of one of the city's most affluent millionaires, Mr. Sinclair. The millionaire was demanding and often impatient, but he trusted Marcus's hands with his appearance. It was a rare privilege, and Marcus was proud. Yet beneath the surface of polished floors and designer perfume, there was a growing tension Marcus couldn't ignore. Whispers among the staff hinted at jealousy and resentment. Some questioned his place there, not because of his skill, but because of the color of his skin. Marcus had learned to smile through it, to keep his head down and work harder. But today, something felt different. The air was heavier, the glances colder. As Marcus prepared for Mr. Sinclair's appointment, he couldn't shake the feeling that his hard-earned position would be challenged in a way he never expected. The salon was tranquil when Marcus began, styling Mr. Sinclair's hair. The millionaire's usual sharp compliments were absent, replaced by a cold distance that unsettled Marcus. He focused on his work, hoping to avoid any trouble. But as he finished, Mr. Sinclair's voice cut through the silence, sharper than ever. "You're not good for my company," he said, barely looking at Marcus. The words hit like a punch. "I'm letting you go." Marcus froze, disbelief flooding his mind. "Sir, may I ask why?" he managed to say, his voice steady despite the shock. Sinclair's eyes narrowed. "You don't fit the image I want for my brand." The room seemed to shrink around Marcus. He glanced at the other stylists, whose eyes flickered away quickly, uncomfortable or unwilling to intervene. He realized this wasn't just about hair or business. It was something more profound, darker. Over the following days, rumors spread. Some clients canceled appointments. A few colleagues whispered about Marcus behind his back, some offering half-hearted support, others cold silence. Marcus's world was crumbling, yet he refused to be broken. Behind closed doors, Marcus remembered the countless hours he'd spent perfecting his craft, the sacrifices to support his sister, the late nights dreaming of a salon where people like him could thrive. This firing wasn't just an insult to his work, but a declaration that his worth was tied to his skin color. Determined to fight back, Marcus began documenting everything: the conversations, the cancellations, the subtle and overt slights. He contacted a local civil rights group and a lawyer specializing in workplace discrimination. But the millionaire's influence was vast. The invitations Marcus had once received disappeared. Doors closed without explanation. It was clear Sinclair was using his power to silence Marcus and to protect a secret that would destroy him if it came out. What no one knew was that Marcus had been quietly collecting evidence, not just of racism, but of Sinclair's own misdeeds, hidden behind the facade of wealth and power. The day Marcus confronted Sinclair was electric with tension. With undeniable proof, Marcus stood before the millionaire in his gleaming office, the walls adorned with portraits of success and dominance. You think firing me will hide your secrets? Marcus's voice was calm, but fierce. I have everything. Emails, recordings, witness statements. Your empire is built on lies and prejudice. Sinclair's face twisted with rage and fear. You have no idea who you're messing with. But Marcus was unshaken. The room felt smaller, the power dynamics shifting. The stylist, once dismissed, now held the key to toppling a man who believed he was untouchable. Sinclair's guards moved in as the confrontation escalated. But Marcus raised his phone. Live streaming the encounter, he exposed the millionaire's hypocrisy to the world. In that moment, the millionaire's empire began to crumble. From Marcus's evidence and the courage of one man who refused to be silenced, news of the confrontation spread like wildfire. The salon where Marcus once worked faced scrutiny, and Sinclair's company was investigated for discriminatory practices. Marcus became a symbol, not just of resilience, but of the power of truth against injustice. Though the path ahead was uncertain, Marcus's story inspired others facing discrimination to speak up. His sister, watching from afar, felt proud and hopeful. The dream of owning a salon was no longer distant. It was a beacon for change. Marcus knew the fight against racism wasn't over. It was a battle many still faced daily, hidden behind polished facades and corporate walls. But his victory proved that courage could shine through even in the darkest moments. He looked ahead, ready to build not just a business, but a community where no one would be judged by the color of their skin, only by the strength of their spirit. How many more must suffer before the world truly changes? Marcus wondered aloud, his voice carrying the weight of millions unheard. Thanks for watching. Subscribe to our channel for more powerful stories and new videos.